Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel General Hospital Official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Lucas reads Willow for filth. Nina was about to lose it in her living room, knowing Drew and Willow were alone in another room. Ava tried to soothe her companion by informing her that Drew was going to leave. Willow and Drew appeared, and Willow informed Nina that she had asked Drew to stay. A knock on the door interrupted Nina's conversation. Nina opened it and found Lucas standing there. Ava assumed he had come to wish his favorite auntie a Merry Christmas, but Lucas corrected her. He was there to visit Willow. Lucas pointed out that Wiley should be home on Christmas morning. Drew sprang to Willow's rescue, telling Lucas that Willow's children's whereabouts were none of his concern. Willow requested him to quiet down so she could explain everything to Lucas. Lucas made it apparent to Willow that he didn't care what she had to say. "I want to remind you, Willow, that I didn't rip out my heart and let Wiley go so you could take him away from his father," Lucas stated, as Willow stood stunned. Nina attempted to delicately remind Lucas that he had given up Wiley. Lucas informed Nina that he had reared Wiley for the first 2 years and loved him as his own. Lucas once again stated that he had delivered Wiley to his father. Willow was immediately offended. "Not me, because I am not his biological father." "You're adopted, Lucas." "Did your adoptive father love you any less?" she inquired. "I'm doing what's best for my children right now," Willow explained. Lucas questioned whether sleeping with Michael's uncle was beneficial for Willow's children. Drew warned Lucas that he was out of line, but Willow insisted on speaking for herself. "Yes, I developed feelings for Drew, but neither of us wanted to hurt Michael," Willow said me. Lucas replied, "Your emotions do not excuse a lack of integrity." Willow stated she didn't mean for any of this to happen, but Lucas shot back. "Of course you did," he responded with exasperation. Drew yelled at Lucas as Willow shot daggers at him. Lucas noted that they were both adults who chose to sleep together. When Drew exploited Sam's death as an excuse to seek Willow's comfort, Lucas appeared ready to hit Drew in the face. "Don't use my sister's death to justify sleeping with our nephew's wife," Lucas told me. Nina attempted to alleviate the tension by mentioning that the child they were arguing about was sleeping in the next room. Lucas implored Willow not to remove Michael from Wiley again, which made Willow even more skeptical. "Are you comparing me to Nellie, the woman who convinced your husband to swap my dead child with Wiley?" Willow inquired. "Yes." Ava grasped Lucas' shoulder and requested him to accompany her. Once they were gone, Nina reminded Willow that the episode with Lucas shown that Michael would not let his children go without a struggle. Drew and Nina both tried to persuade Willow to go on offense. Willow sought comfort in Drew's arms when Nina went to check on the children. Nina returned to the room and was not thrilled with what she saw. Lucas and Ava ended themselves to Rice Plaza, where Lucas said that he would not apologize to Willow. Ava stated she understood Lucas' pain when he had to give up Wiley. "There were days I didn't think I'd survive losing Kiki," she told me. Ava even empathized with Michael. "Sonny and I have been fighting over Avery since the day she was born. Nobody should have to go through that," Ava told me. Jason and Carly observed Brennan playing cards with Michael and Jocelyn. Carly was relieved that Brennan could distract Joss from her grief at losing Dex. When Carly joined Brennan and Joss on the couch, Jason saw Michael on the patio and followed him there. Michael stated to Jason that he misses Willow and his children. Michael wished he had followed Jason's advice and told Willow the truth weeks ago, but Jason encouraged him not to blame himself. Michael was certain Willow felt it was over since she took the children. Michael assumed Willow was seeking for a hero. Drew seemed like a good fit because he went to Greenland to save Liesel and her bone marrow. Apparently, no one informed him that all Drew did was get knocked unconscious and fly back to the plane with Liesel. Holly did the actual rescue. "I don't want to punish Willow, but if Drew is what she truly wants, maybe I should just let her go," Michael remarked pragmatically. Finally, Jason advised Michael to fight for what he desired. Back in the living room, Brennan tried to persuade Carly not to inform Jocelyn about the satellite drone footage of Brennan rescuing Jason, Anna, and Lucky. Jocelyn was both captivated and impressed by the story. Brennan was amazed by Jocelyn's grasp of the type of strip mining Sidwell was doing and how harmful it was to the environment. Jocelyn mentioned that she studied environmental science and wished to make a difference in the world. Unfortunately, she had been feeling jaded lately. In Rice Plaza, Lulu informed Sonny and Christina that she was staying at the QS to be there with Rocco on Christmas morning. Laura unhappily told Sonny that they did not have a lead on Valentine and Charlotte. Before Laura left, she wished Sonny a Merry Christmas and they hugged. Sonny then discovered Christina staring at the Christmas tree. She told him that as a child, it had always filled her with awe, and now it gave her hope. They returned to Sonny's apartment and discussed Christina's new ideas for Charlie's. Later, as Sonny went to bed, he appeared to be experiencing chest pains that he chose to ignore. In the Q kitchen, Dante cheerfully informed Rocco that he will see his mother at the crack of dawn. When Laura arrived with Lulu's gloves, she claimed Lulu had texted her to say she was staying with Quartermaines, but Dante was unaware of their intentions. While Laura and Dante made phone calls in search of Lulu, Rocco tried to keep his eyes closed and remain silent. Finally, Rocco couldn't keep quiet any longer and informed them about Charlotte's call and how Lulu ran off to find the teen. Dante quickly headed to the airport to join Lulu in her hunt. Lulu arrived at the airport, ready to fly to Prague and find her daughter. She texted Charlotte to say she was on her way and that they'd meet at a special cafe. Lulu disregarded Laura's call. Lulu had no idea the woman she was speaking with while waiting for her flight was Brennan's deputy chief, who called Brennan and informed him she was following Lulu. Dante arrived at the airport just as the plane departed the gate. Meanwhile, Lulu sat in first class, with Brennan's deputy behind her. Anna and the Scorpio women caught up with Emma in Maxie's living room. Anna was pleased to learn that Emma was moving to PCU and would remain in town. Anna wondered what had happened to Emma's internship. She said that it just didn't work out. Anna was also curious as to why Robin had not told her the news. Emma stated that she had begged her not to so it would be a surprise. Emma was more interested in asking Sasha about her new relationship with Robert than in discussing college. When Anna tried to phone Robin to inform her that Emma had arrived safely, Emma interrupted her and said she had just spoken with her mother. Emma returned the conversation to Sasha, asking her how she felt about splitting up with cousin Cody and what life was like as a model. As Emma began to question Sasha about her life, Anna, Maxie, and Felicia talked amongst themselves. Emma was clearly attempting to avoid answering any questions about herself. In their bedroom, Brooklyn handed Chase a gift bag containing a surprise Christmas present, an unread pregnancy test. Brooklyn declared her tardiness, so they couldn't wait to take the exam and read the findings together. Unfortunately, the results were negative. Chase told Brooklyn, who was disappointed, that they would continue to try. Brooklyn burst into tears, explaining that she had done everything she could to get pregnant, including measuring her temperature and tracking her cycle. Chase questioned if they were trying too hard and suggested they relax and see what happens. Next on General Hospital. Sasha has disturbing news. Martin has a story to tell. Jason volunteers to aid Jocelyn. General Hospital spoilers, will Robin and Patrick be recast? What about Emma's parents? General Hospital spoilers claim that the show has introduced a brand new Emma Drake to the canvas. Brayden Brunner has taken up the role from Brooklyn Ray Silzer, making her the newest recast in Port Charles. GH has shown that they are not hesitant to bring in fresh performers when the script asks for them. Aidan Weber, Lucas Jones, and Lulu Spencer are also fairly recent recasts. With that in mind, we should consider what the future holds for Emma's parents. Will Robin Scorpio Drake and Patrick Drake be recast, too? Although McCullough has been a beloved performer on GH for decades, she is now primarily focused on directing. Thompson is now busy as Billy Abbott on The Young and the Restless. It's logical to believe that GH may recast Robin, Patrick, or both. Although change might be difficult, recasting is a common and sometimes required aspect of soap operas. According to our predictions, Emma will be Giovanni Gio Palmieri's new love interest, so she'll be around for some exciting Port Charles drama. Emma will have Anna Devane and other loved ones to lean on around town, but this may not be enough. Anyone who stays in Port Charles for an extended period of time is likely to wind up in the hospital. What happens if Emma ends up in danger down the road and is hurt? It would be strange for Robin and Patrick to ignore any problems Emma might get into. If Emma ever gets critically injured or ill in PC, Patrick and Robin may have to make the trip back from California. In that situation, Robin and Patrick may be recast. That's especially true if the show thinks Patrick and Robin should stick around like Emma. How do you feel about the new actors portraying Robin Scorpio Drake and Patrick Drake? Would you be willing to see one or both roles recast in the future? According to General Hospital spoilers, more casting twists and turns may be on the way, so stay tuned for updates on any other significant casting changes. Sasha's move, Laura and Alexa's surprise, Diane's bombshell, Jason's big offer. General Hospital spoilers indicate that a preview clip has been released. It depicts Sasha Gilmore Corbin making a significant step. Next on General Hospital, Ava Jerome surprises Trina Robinson. Diane Miller lays a bomb on Michael Corinthos. Jason Morgan also offers to help Jocelyn Jacks find closure. Sasha Gilmore Corbin's decision. GH spoilers indicate that Sasha will make an important decision. Maxie Jones questions Sasha why she hadn't notified anyone about the baby yet. Sasha replied that she needed to make some important decisions first. In a teaser clip from today's episode, Sasha informs Maxie that she has decided to leave Port Charles. GH spoilers, Diane Miller's bomb, Diane will return from her vacation. When Diane goes home, she will meet with Michael. While Michael feels divided between fighting for Willow Tate Corinthos and letting her go, Diane has some information. Diane informs Michael that she heard Willow is preparing for battle. According to Michael Corinthos' future General Hospital spoilers, what's intriguing about this is that Willow and Michael never intended to go after each other and instead wanted to keep things polite for the kids. However, Nina Reeves contacted a lawyer and had them file documents without Willow's knowledge until later. Nina also continually reminding Willow that Michael is both Corinthos and Quartermain. Nina tried to persuade Willow to quit town with the children. Michael, on the other hand, does not want to complicate Willow's situation. However, everyone warns Michael that this is war. Everyone else appears to be in charge of Michael and Willow's split. I have a deep belief that even if they divorce, Michael and Willow will find a way for their children in the end. As long as people butt out and let them handle their own affairs. Of course, Chad Duell is departing the soap. If Sasha exits Port Charles, may they leave together? General Hospital spoilers, Ava has some unexpected news for Trina. Jack Brennan is confronted. Martin Gray has a surprise for Laura Collins and Alexis Davis. Jason also wants to help Jocelyn find closure following Dex Heller's death. Evan Hofer says there's one thing he'll never miss about working on General Hospital. General Hospital spoilers reveal that fans are still mourning the death of Dex Heller, who died shortly before the holidays began. He appears to have fallen victim to Cyrus Renault's Digitalis catastrophe, as the cop was mysteriously stabbed from behind while on duty, suffering a fate remarkably similar to Sam McCall's on Halloween. Actor Evan Hofer recently spoke with Soaps.com, and while he stated that he would gladly work on another soap again, he did mention one thing he will regret about working on GH. General Hospital alum Evan Hofer, it's all about crossing those T's according to GH spoilers, despite Dex being in a lot of danger during his time in Port Charles, as he not only worked in the world of organized crime alongside Sonny Corinthos, but also crossed the town's fence to work with the PCPD. The one thing Hofer won't miss about working on the soap may surprise fans. Hofer tells Soaps.com that the show's tea selection was limited, so he brought his own on set. This not only helped him solve the tea problem behind the scenes, but it also earned him some respect from his castmates. GH spoilers set has plenty of tea connoisseurs with Finola Hughes and Emma Sams on set. Hofer's ability to deliver a diverse tea variety helped him connect with the soap veterans. Hofer claims that he and Finola would occasionally compare their teas, and when Emma was on set, he made sure to let her know that if she ever wanted tea, he had her covered. In reality, as a wonderful gesture, Sams left something special for Hofer when Holly left. According to Hofer, Sams left him a gift of tea before her departed, which sounds like a beautiful gesture. Are you already missing Dex Heller? Leave a comment below. General Hospital's Steve Burton and Bradford Anderson's Christmas gift to fans. The actors discuss their characters' Christmases. General Hospital stars Steve Burton and Bradford Anderson surprised podcast listeners with an unexpected present for Christmas. To fans, the From Steve and Brad daily drama, hosted by Burton and Anderson, normally releases new episodes every Wednesday. However, with Christmas being on a Wednesday this year, it was natural to expect the show would take a holiday vacation. The couple has previously spent the holidays in fun ways, such as their 2020 Last Christmas duet. However, the GH actors shocked fans by sharing a brief yet sweet new episode from backstage during one of their holiday shows. "This is the Christmas episode," Anderson stated, seated near Burton, both wearing festive jackets. "This will go up on YouTube, probably Christmas Day." All about family. After discussing the success of their most recent holiday tour, the two spent the remainder of the 11.5-minute episode ruminating about GH's traditions. "In the show, we talk about holiday traditions, and we talk about holiday traditions on the show," Anderson hinted of their holiday show. "But I did have one question: what do you believe our character's favorite holiday was?" Burton gave a complex response to his co-star's inquiry. "When I was Jason Quartermaine, being a part of that family during the holidays, just as the character but also as the actor, we just had a blast," he told me. "I remember I had some fun Christmases with Sam," Burton said, prompting Anderson to ask another question. "I think we spent some Christmases together," Anderson remarked, referring to Jason and Spinelli's time at the penthouse. "The fact that Maxie and Spinelli have a house full of kids, I think for Spinelli, I think spending a holiday in that house with that family, being a true part of that family, I think this would be his favorite year." Sudden decisions, shocking news, and serious warnings. General Hospital spoilers and updates tease unexpected decisions, surprising news, and dire warnings. Sasha Corbin makes an unexpected decision, Martin Gray discloses alarming information, and Diane Miller issues a crucial warning. General Hospital spoilers, sudden decisions. Maxie Jones is surprised when Sasha shares her unexpected news. As they sit together, Sasha discloses her plan to leave Port Charles. Maxie, who is already aware of Sasha's pregnancy, would most likely connect the dots and realize that Sasha feels compelled to go to prepare for motherhood while keeping her condition a secret. Maxie will undoubtedly persuade Sasha to reconsider, reminding her of her great support system of family and friends. Sasha is desperate to keep her pregnancy a secret from the baby's father, Michael Corinthos. She knows that if she stays, he'll soon discover the kid is his. Given her decision to retain the baby, does she truly intend to leave for good? GH spoilers, post-Christmas blues. Ava Jerome sits by a downcast Trina Robinson and softly asks if this is what she expected. Despite Trina's previous support for Jocelyn Jacks following Dex Heller's terrible death, and her claim that she has moved on, a somber anniversary remains. It was just the anniversary of the magical weekend Trina and Spencer Cassadine spend in New York City, and now the first anniversary of his death approaches. Trina is probably still haunted by the fact that nearly a year has passed and his body has yet to be found. General Hospital spoilers, Brennan's approached. Meanwhile, Jack Brennan arrives at Bobby's, where an unexpected encounter leaves him clearly irritated. He asks, "Why is this of interest to you?" Brennan is eager to keep his dealings private, especially with inquisitive eyes in Port Charles. He just learned that Lulu Spencer is on her way to Prague, Czechoslovakia, to collect Charlotte Cassadine. To keep track of Lulu, he sent his aide Colette Moreau to follow her trail, ostensibly in an attempt to locate Valentine Cassadine. Dante Falconeri appears to be looking for information. He nearly missed Lulu at the airport and may be on the next aircraft out himself. GH spoilers, breaking news. Martin rushes in with exciting news for Alexis Davis and Laura Collins. Laura's attitude changes to one of disbelief as Martin joyfully shouts, "Trust me, you'll want to hear the rest." He was the go-to person for Anna Devane, Jason Morgan, and Damian Spinelli when they needed information about Valentine. They determined that Valentine had completed a transaction at a Swiss bank, but he did not stay long. Could Martin have new information on the whereabouts of Valentine, Charlotte, and shortly Lulu when her flight arrives? General Hospital spoilers, helpful friend elsewhere. Jason and Jocelyn are deep in conversation. Since Dex's death, Jocelyn has relied greatly on Jason for support. He promises her that he will do anything to help her get closure. Could Jocelyn be requesting Jason to contact Dex's family and inform them of his death, or even to aid with funeral arrangements? Jocelyn's desire for closure is clearly focused on Dex and the sorrow of his death. Will Jason be able to offer her the consolation she seeks? Warning, serious GH spoilers ahead. Diane has contacted Michael, expressing fear that Willow may be preparing for a confrontation. However, Willow's mother, Nina Reeves, is preparing to fight on her behalf after initiating the separation agreement. Michael is concerned about the likelihood of a custody struggle over the children, despite his mother Carly Spencer's efforts to make a proactive approach. The issue is serious, especially with the children caught in the middle, but Willow does not want to take them away from Michael. But the possibility of her accompanying Drew to Washington, D.C. remains big, which may lead to exactly that scenario. Sonny's heart warning signs, Willow rages over Nellie comparison. According to General Hospital spoilers, Lulu Spencer was reading a Prague guidebook at the airport when Colette Gerard approached her and started talking to her. Colette called Jack Brennan for updates and wound up on the same flight as Lulu. Meanwhile, Rocco Falconeri finally admitted that Dante Falconeri and Laura Collins were concerned about Lulu's location. After confessing that Charlotte Cassadine contacted him, Rocco described how his sister called and chatted with Lulu. Charlotte would only divulge her location if Lulu came alone, so Rocco informed Dante and Laura. That news alarmed Dante, so he went to the airport to find Lulu, only to discover that he was too late because the jet had already left the gate. Brennan spent some time interacting with Jocelyn at Carly Spencer's house, and Carly was grateful that he distracted her daughter from her loss. Brennan and Carly ended up having a close time outside while it snowed. Brooklyn Quartermaine sat at the Quartermaine mansion, waiting for the results of a pregnancy test, appearing uneasy as Harrison Chase emphasized how joyful the first child was. Brooklyn was dismayed since the pregnancy test came back negative, despite the fact that she had done everything correctly. Chase suspected they were just working too hard, but Chase and Brooklyn decided to get tested to ensure everything was in line for childbirth. Sonny Corinthos and Christina Corinthos Davis spent the next GH episode reconnecting over the holidays. When Sonny was alone, he fought with chest aches and grimaced while holding his heart. Lucas Jones ripped into Willow Corinthos at Nina Reeves' house because he refused to give up Wiley Corinthos in order for her to take him away from Michael Corinthos. Willow felt Lucas had no right to judge her, and Drew Quartermaine agreed. Although Lucas calmed down a little, Willow took offense because she felt he was comparing her to Nellie Benson. Ava Jerome accompanied Lucas to Rice Plaza after Willow indicated that the conversation was done. Lucas was concerned that he had exacerbated the situation, but Ava understood and hoped that a custody struggle might be averted. Over with Michael, he opened out to Jason Morgan and suggested that he just let Willow go. Michael was furious because Willow saw Drew as a hero and had transformed him into the bad guy. However, Jason contended that Michael should fight for his marriage if that is what he desired. Michael eventually realized there could be a war for the children, so he refused to lose them. Willow also received custody support from Drew and Nina. Drew couldn't believe they had met after he announced that he would not hide his feelings for Willow. Willow said it seemed like a dream, but Drew maintained it was genuine and drew her into an embrace while Nina stared close. Emma Drake revealed at Maxie Jones' house that she was transferring to PCU and would remain in Port Charles. Anna was astonished that Robin Scorpio Drake didn't mention the relocation. There were also queries about Emma abandoning her internship, but she didn't appear keen to respond and instead focused on her new aunt, Sasha Gilmore Corbin. According to General Hospital spoilers, Emma's secrets will be revealed soon, so stay tuned for more predictions on all of the upcoming shockers. Secrets and Shadows, Brooklyn's Hidden Past. Brooklyn Quartermaine, a name synonymous with charm and confidence, hides a secret deep within her heart, one that threatens the foundation of her relationship with Harrison Chase. For years, Brooklyn has expertly managed the complications of her Quartermaine lineage, her keen wit and tenacity protecting her from vulnerability. However, as the whispers of her past become louder, the beautiful world she has created begins to fracture. What's the secret? Giovanni Gio Palmieri, a young man with striking black eyes and a strong brain, may not be a distant link or a coincidence residing beneath the Quartermaine roof. He could be her long-lost son, conceived during a brief summer affair with Dante Falconeri when they were teens. That summer, lost in the swirl of adolescent mistakes and ephemeral passions, left an imprint Brooklyn believed she'd forgotten. But secrets like hers have a tendency of rising to the surface, no matter how deeply buried. The domino effect. Chase, Port Charles's unwavering moral compass, has always trusted in Brooklyn's integrity. To him, she was unique, an exception to the often deceptive Quartermaine reputation. She represented balance in his life, a spouse who kept him grounded despite her own chaotic impulses. But what happens when the trust they've formed erodes due to her omission? Brooklyn sees the storm gathering on the horizon. She had played out innumerable situations in her head, thinking how Chase may react. Would he grasp her reasoning? Or will he regard her decision to remain silent as a betrayal too deep to forgive? A tale of two past lives. Before Chase came into her life, there was Dante, a young guy full of promise who was struggling with his own sense of identity. During a summer at camp, Dante and Brooklyn formed a friendship that grew rapidly and burned brilliantly. They were two restless spirits looking for something they couldn't quite identify. Their relationship came to an end as the summer did. Neither could predict the outcome of their actions. Months later, a terrified teenager named Brooklyn decided to put her kid up for adoption, feeling it was the best option for everyone concerned. She informed no one, not even Dante, because she was persuaded that concealment was her only way to survive. Now that Gio is unknowingly involved in their life, Brooklyn feels the weight of her decision on her shoulders. Every connection with the boy is both joyful and painful, a reminder of the son she abandoned and the delicate facade she has constructed to shield her truth. Chase's discovery. Chase is not an angry man, yet treachery can enrage even the most composed individuals. When the truth is out, and it will, Chase's reaction will be critical. Brooklyn imagines the worst, his sense of betrayal slicing through their love like a dagger. She understands that he loves honesty above all else, and her dishonesty may feel like a blow to the very fabric of their relationship. Nonetheless, she holds out hope that the guy who has stayed by her side through innumerable trials will understand the complexities of her decision. After all, she was simply a scared teenager trying to do what she believed was right. Would he be able to forgive her? Dante's role in chaos. Dante Falconeri, a distinguished detective and Chase's close friend, is unintentionally at the core of the storm. His relationship with Gio, while deeply buried in the past, becomes a glaring question mark. How would Dante react when he discovers that he has a son? Will he view Brooklyn's actions as self-preservation or betrayal? The news will very certainly put Dante and Chase's relationship to the test. Their companionship, formed over years of shared experiences, may not withstand the strain of hidden realities. Chase may wonder why Dante never acknowledged his history with Brooklyn, and Dante may be surprised by a secret he had no idea existed. The Quartermaine influence. The Quartermaine family's role adds an additional layer of intricacy. The estate, with its enormous halls and intricate dynamics, serves as a setting for the unfolding drama. Gio, who now lives under the same roof as his biological mother, feels the tension but is unaware of the storm developing around him. The Quartermaines, renowned for their sharp tongues and even sharper wit, are unlikely to remain mute as the truth emerges. Brooklyn will face criticism from her family, with some supporting her decisions and others denouncing her for holding such a significant secret. However, the Quartermaine tradition has always been one of resilience, and Brooklyn will need all of that strength to get through what is ahead. The future of Brooklyn and Chase. When the dust settles, Brooklyn and Chase will be at a crossroads. Their love, once a source of hope in the face of catastrophe, now hangs in the balance. Chase must determine whether he can overcome the betrayal and accept the hard reality of Brooklyn's history. Brooklyn's goal is to prove that her love for Chase has always been real, despite her behaviors. Meanwhile, Joe's part in the saga will evolve. As he struggles with his own identity and the discovery of his origins, he will find himself at the center of a family he never knew existed. The path to acceptance and understanding will be lengthy, but it holds the possibility of healing for all parties. A new chapter? The discovery of Brooklyn's secret has the potential to shatter people, but it also presents an opportunity for growth and repentance. Finally, people affected will have to decide whether to forgive and go forward. Brooklyn, Chase, Dante, and Gio face an uncertain road ahead, but it also holds the promise of a better, more honest future. Port Charles has seen its fair share of drama, but this story, with its complicated web of emotions and relationships, is sure to make an indelible impression. As the characters negotiate this turbulent chapter, they will find that sometimes the most difficult truths result in the most profound transformations. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.